Okay, here's one warm-up for 9.1 through 9.4. It's kind of a review warm-up. Okay, so I'm going to graph first this cosine function. I want to start looking through these pieces. So the amplitude is going to come from this coefficient here. And notice I didn't pull the negative with that. So the amplitude's always positive. The negative is going to have an effect. What this is going to do is give me a reflection. I'm going to reflect my cosine curve. So a cosine curve would typically look like a little valley, but since this is reflected and it's upside down, it's actually going to look like a hill instead. Okay. All right, so then the period is going to come from this coefficient, but that is not the period itself. This is the k value. So k equals 3 pi over 4. Okay, that's supposed to be a k there. Okay, and the period is going to come from this little equation, 2 pi over k. This little formula, I should say, not equation. So my k is 3 pi over 4, so I'm going to have 2 pi over that fraction. 2 pi over 3 pi over 4. Okay, I'm going to clean this up a little bit. I've got this complex fraction, so let's rewrite it as division. And then we can rewrite it as multiplication by flipping the fraction. Okay, now when I multiply this together, there's going to be a pi in the numerator and a pi in the denominator, so those pi's are going to cancel. So on top, I'd have 2 times 4 is 8, and on bottom 3, so that is my period, 8/3. Okay. All right, and then the vertical shift is going to come from whatever is added or subtracted to the end. If I had something like inside the parentheses added or subtracted to the theta, that would be a phase shift. But we haven't gotten to that yet. So this is going to be a vertical shift right here. So that's going to move everything up 1 since it's positive. Or you could just say 1. If it was going down, it would be a negative number. Okay. All right. So let's start graphing this. So I'm going to use the amplitude to help me draw. So my midline is going to, well, I'm going to actually start with the vertical shift. So my vertical shift is up 1. So that means my midline is going to be up 1. That's from this vertical shift. Okay? And then from there, I'm going to use the amplitude. So I'm going to go up 2 units from here, then also down 2 units, and then I'll make some more vertical lines. And looks like a little road the way I drew this. I call this my road map. All my critical points are going to be on those vertical lines. Okay? So if this was a sine curve, I'd start on the midline and start doing my S curve, but it's not. It's cosine. Okay? And so I'm following this pattern. I'm going to start down here, and then to the midline, up to the top, midline, and back down to the bottom. Okay? And here is one cycle of my cosine curve, and of course it would repeat to the left and right forever if I was graphing the whole thing. But there's just one cycle. Okay, and now I'm going to scale the axes. So my y-axis each tick is just 1. Okay, but my x-axis, my theta axis, the period is 8/3. That's the amount of that's the distance that one cycle takes up. So here's one whole cycle. So this cycle is going to end at 8/3. That means that this 4th tick out is going to be at 8/3. Okay? And from that, I can scale the rest of the ticks. So what I like to do after I get the 4th tick, then I get the 2nd tick, because it's just halfway to the 4th tick, right? So I'm thinking, well, what's halfway to 8/3? Well, halfway to 8/3 would be 4/3, right? And then I can get the 1st tick because it's halfway to the 2nd tick. So halfway to 4/3 would be 2/3. Now I know each tick on the theta axis is 2/3. So I can kind of just count 2/3, 4/3. This would be 6/3, right? If I added another 2/3 in. Well, 6/3 is going to simplify to just 2, right? This is 6/3. It's going to be 2. And now I can get the coordinates for each of these points. Okay, so first I'm just going to label these points A, B, C, and D, and E. So on problem number 2 over here, then I can find the coordinates of all those. All right, so point A, let's see, that's going to be at 0, -1, right? Point B, this is going to be 2/3 to the right, 1 up. I don't know why I did that. 2/3, 1. Point C is going to be 4/3 to the right, 1, 2, 3 up. Point D would be 3 to the right, 1 up. Not 3 to the right, sorry, 3 ticks, but that's 2 on this scale. So 2 to the right, 1 up. And my final point is 8/3 to the right, 1 down. And there are my critical points. Okay. All right, that's it for this warm-up, and I'll see you next time.